COVID shot for cash.
It's the unique approach being used by businesses and health officials across the country to encourage residents to armor up. Right now, the state of Michigan is leading the way with its Shot to Win sweepstakes, offering up to $2 million to vaccinate residents.
County and city health officials are getting in on the action too. In Oakland County, people are being given a $50 gift card after receiving their first dose, and a $50 gift card is being offered in Detroit after each dose.
Companies like Krispy Kreme, Rite Aid, and Target are also offering cash as a way of enticing people to get vaccinated.
And in a bold new step, one local company is offering workers thousands in bonus money in exchange for a high rate of shots in arms. Tonight, 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette is going in depth to show us the impact of incentives
and why some are considered more effective than others.
Workers at a Metro Detroit company say they're grateful to know that their safety is valued, and it's why they're optimistic about a challenging new goal with a hefty reward.
It's an ambitious goal. Our CEO developed a vaccination incentive program.
Steve Labode is among roughly 1,100 workers at Cleveland Cliffs Steel Company at the Ford Rouge plant here in Dearborn. He says his company has set a goal of the majority of employees getting fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by August 21st, with a sizable bonus attached.
Anything up to 74% of participation in the plant. Each of those vaccinated employees, $200. In the range between 75 and 84%, $1,500. At levels exceeding 85% and more would receive $3,000.
$3,000, an incentive he says the company is excited about and already working towards. For comparison, in neighboring Oakland County, spokesman Bill Mullen telling us about a smaller government incentive that's also made an impact.
We consider the program successful.
Successful to the tune of roughly a 70% rate of first dose vaccinations, far ahead of the numbers statewide.
You have at least 1,100 people who have gotten vaccinated because of the gift card since June 24th.
But not everyone agrees cash incentives work. While Ohio's launch of a vaccine lottery helped move the needle forward, critics of Michigan's My Shot to Win campaign point to a statewide first dose number of roughly 63% and a much lower number fully vaccinated. The overall fully vaccinated rate has not gone up that much. Can you still say it's a success?
Folks wanted to see a game changer or, moving the needle in a huge way around the sweepstakes. I think any new person that gets a shot in the arm and gets that vaccine, we're moving in the right direction.
Whereas some organizations like Henry Ford Hospital will require employees to get the vaccine, Professor of Human Resources David Strubler at Oakland University says incentives don't guarantee success, but success can also be seen in different ways.
Even if it's not as successful as, say, 85%, they still can show OSHA and EEOC that they have done their due diligence.
For Steve, incentive is a welcome reward and comes in the spirit of unity.
You're trying to appeal to them more than you are trying to force it down their throat. And I know for a fact it has changed a few people's minds because we get phone calls almost every day about asking what the numbers are.
Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.
Thank you so much, Simon. Now, since Governor Whitmer announced the My Shot to Win sweepstakes, our first dose tracker has only increased by a percentage point. On June 30th, 61.8% of Michiganders over the age of 16 had received one dose of the vaccine. Now the first dose tracker is sitting at 62.9%. State data shows more than 53% of our population is fully vaccinated. Dave.
When it comes to cases, we're seeing a slight uptick since the last report on Tuesday. Today, the state health department reported nearly 1,300 new infections. That's an average of about 431 cases per day. Another 21 people also died from the virus since Tuesday.
Now, for a closer look at Michigan's progress toward herd immunity, or to sign up in one of the many vaccine-related sweepstakes being offered across our state, make sure to head to our website at WXYZ.com.